Here we go. All right, what's going on, y'all? This is the intersection. Used to be Gonzo's Convos now. We are the intersection. I'm with my boy Cam, aka Sage, and we are on season 8, episode 1. Everybody introduce themselves. We'll start with you.
What's up, everybody? I am Stephanie, aka Wicked Baby Doll. I'm a music artist from Los Angeles.
Okay. Let me see. Cam, Sage, go ahead. Introduce yourself.
Yo, I'm Cam, co-host. Y'all call me Sage. I'm from Mississippi. I'm living in Georgia. I'm in the hill. Um, I'm married. Have a little girl.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay. And then you go ahead.
My name is Ariana, but I go by
Someone else join.
Anna.
Someone else
Um,
join.
I'm a model. I have an online boutique. I'm from Kansas City, Missouri.
Word.
That
Okay. Word. Des, what's up? Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, perfectly.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Introduce yourself.
Yeah.
My name is Destiny, but I go by Des. I'm a teacher and a mom of two and currently in school.
Okay. Okay. All right. So, what brings everybody on like the podcast? Like, what made everyone interested to be on here? Start off with that.
I kind of just wanted to get out there. I'm not really a talking person, but I kind of want to put myself out there more. And I just felt like this was a great opportunity to do that.
Okay. Okay. Perfect.
Yo, what up? What up? What up?
What up? What up? What up?
Yo,
Everyone just introduce themselves. Go ahead. Introduce yourself to everybody.
My name is Connie Marie. Pleasure to meet y'all. What's the deal?
Let's be chill. So I just asked, what made everyone want to get on the podcast and vibe out tonight? Like, what made everyone want to join?
You said cutting out.
You said I'm kind of cutting out.
Yeah, you was cutting out a little bit.
Am I still cutting out?
Nah, you sound straight so far.
All right, baby. So I was saying like
no, you
what
good.
I was saying what made everyone like jump on the podcast tonight?
I think for me it was
Because I was invited.
that too. Yeah, we were invited. Uh, I think we talked about a little bit about. Remember, we were talking about like relationship stuff and how we should talk about it on a podcast. I think that's how that went about.
Yeah. So I know everyone wants to touch on the relationship topic, so we're gonna start with that. Um, so when it comes to like relationships, like I'm gonna start with this. Do you guys feel like the failure in relationships in this day and age? Do you feel like that comes from one side, or do you feel like that can come from both sides? I'm gonna ask that first.
You said who you asking first?
Does anyone could just speak up? Yeah.
Both sides,
It
like men
definitely
and women.
Like, but yeah, like well, it could be any kind of relationship. Like we don't say male and female relationships. So when it comes to like the failures in today's day and age relationships, do you think it's like on one side, like one, it's either the male or the female, or do you think it can come from both equally?
I
definitely
think it's
comes from.
both.
It's just one takes the opportunity to decide on how they want to go about moving. If they want to make it work and actually address it, or if they want to actually just be a victim in our relationship and not do shit
True.
and just continue to let whatever happen happen.
Huh?
Okay.
Huh?
Cam, what about you?
I feel like it
Cam.
definitely comes from both sides, but it's a lot of factors that tie into it. It's more like with I think age ties into it. I think experience ties into it. It depends on who you dealing with actually. If y'all
Definitely.
compatible or not. It's a lot of different factors that come into it. So I feel like
Okay.
I'm gonna say both. I don't think a specific gender is to blame for it.
Well,
Um,
it ain't just a
hey,
specific
so
gender.
my fault. So the new guests, Brittany, who else joined in? Brittany and Serenity. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Brittany. I'm
Yeah,
from Atlanta.
Mhm.
What else y'all want?
ATL. Okay.
All right, that's my
Yeah.
second.
So we jumping into the relationship topic. So I
Okay.
asked the question like with today's like bad relationships, like the reason why relationships don't work out. Do you feel like it's either the male or the female, or do you feel like it's equally like their fault, like equal fault?
I think it could be equal. I think it could definitely be both for sure. Um, it just depends, I guess, on like who's keeping it more real, I
I
guess.
like
It could be men or it could be women, like I'm not gonna
yeah.
specify both, but
I I'll be
I was
honest. I ain't gonna lie. I want to change my answer now that I think about it. Because just listening to her say it could be men. No, I'm only saying this from a standpoint of when a man coming into the relationship, setting that tone. It has a lot to do with how that man leads that relationship. Yes, both could be responsible, but at the same time, the man is the one that actually is supposed to lead that relationship. Because at the end of the day, that man is the leader and we are the reciprocators. We're reciprocating. So if that man is treating us a certain way, we're going to reflect off of that at the end of it all. So if that man is treating us good, guess what? That man going to get treated even better. But if that man start treating us like shit, then he going to get the shit into that stick, depending on what type of woman he get.
okay. Okay.
I
Mhm.
agree with
Um.
that.
I agree. Yeah,
Agree.
100%.
100%.
Oh, by the way, y'all can drink, smoke, do whatever y'all want to do. I'm under the
Ready on the
explicit.
page.
I'm in the explicit category, so y'all do what you want to do. Um, but I agree with that. I do agree. Like as a man, you do have to lead.
Well,
Um, but I feel like there's also a lot of
mhm.
people that believe the old school kind of want to go to that old school type of way, where it's like the man is the hardworking one, while the
Gotta get it.
female is like over here busting her ass cleaning and stuff
You
like
gotta
that.
get
Like
it.
some people believe in that. Me personally,
Yeah.
I can tell you, I never really actually expressed it, but me personally, I can tell you, I believe 50-50. I'm more of a 50-50 type of person, to be honest with you. I feel like it's equal with whatever. Like there's some strong ass females, there's also some strong ass dudes, obviously, and then there's like there's that saying where like people think men are like the supposed to be the strong ones and like females are the all brain. And my thing is like it can flip flop. It can be either or too. You know what I'm saying? I've met, like I said, I've met strong females. I've met females that can whoop a dude's ass cold heartedly. I've met dudes that wouldn't hurt a fly, but they're like the most smartest people ever. You know what I'm saying? And like with help with homework and shit like that. Like it was like those you meet certain individuals that are kind of flip flopping that role, and I think that's cool. So me personally, I like the whole equal vibe. Like if I could work, so can my wife. If my wife can clean, then hey, I better learn how to clean too and live up to that. That's what I believe.
Yeah, true. I agree. I agree.
I mean, I think it depends on the situation, right? And whatever you're comfortable with dealing with. Like I for one believe a man should be taking care of the woman. That's what I believe. But I also was brought up in a household where that was the example,
Okay.
and so it's different. We're going to go back to how people grew up, how people were brought up, how they, express themselves. And, I would totally agree with Connie. Was that your name? C.
Yes,
Marie?
ma'am. Yes,
I
ma'am.
totally agree with Connie when she said, the man leads and he's the one that's supposed to be leading us women to whatever it is that we should. But again, relationships will always fail when one or both decide not to heal those inner child wounds that they carry. And they're going to be factors in whatever you do.
Mhm.
I was just telling a homegirl that earlier. I was like, how do you expect to be a good woman to this dude when you have daddy issues?
Right.
So you got that Jezebel spirit because you got daddy issues you haven't fixed. So then you're not there. You're not going to be a good wife. You know what I'm saying? Because you're still stuck filling whatever void you need to fill over there. And the same thing goes for dudes when they've seen, and it's worse when a dude has been brought up with both parents. And I've seen it happen. Sometimes the dude will do exactly what their pappy did to their mom, okay, and then put their girl through the same thing. And so that's why relationships fail. I think that everybody has a lot of healing to do, really.
The only way
I know I do.
relationship could work is if you got two healed people. You don't got to be completely healed, but you got to be healed enough to know your purpose, your meaning. Because
And want to.
you got a lot of lost people.
Oh yeah, able to
And it's
work
like at
on
the
it.
same time, you
Yep.
got people trying to leech on to others to figure out their way. But that's where they fuck up at, because then they want to play that victim mindset. Just like you have a lot of men, they want a woman that's going to submit, but they don't know how to properly lead. You got a woman that want a man to be masculine and alpha male and, you know, be that provider and protector, but they don't know how to shut the fuck up. So it's like it comes
Yep.
in at the end of the day, when knowing your purpose. And I feel like a lot of people are afraid to be alone. They're afraid to commit. And in
Yep.
order for you to actually go that route to be in a healthy relationship, you got to be comfortable with being uncomfortable, in a sense to where that's what a healthy relationship does. It's going to challenge you.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's the fact
100%.
that you got a lot of lost people. They don't know their way. And like you said, mommy and daddy, but we to a point to where we too damn grown to not
Yeah.
be able to know how to do better and want better for ourselves. And that starts with healing, self-healing,
A
self-love.
lot of
You
people
can't
have
expect
victim
somebody else to
conflicts
love
too, though.
you if you don't know how to love yourself.
That's true. Yeah.
Okay. Hey,
I think a lot of it has to do with men though too, like not like being accepting of like, getting that mental help that they need. Cause if they
Facts.
not like if they like
That's true
everybody frowns
because
upon
men
it so
do
bad.
neglect that side of the healing. Men do neglect that. I feel like, or they feel like
you feel like men neglect healing?
Hell yeah. A lot of people.
not healing, but the mental health part about it. Like if I
You
told
know,
you, "Hey, Gonzo, I think you should go get therapy," what would you tell me?
Fuck
no,
you, a
I say
man.
you're right. No, I know. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you why. No. I'm gonna tell you why. Hold on. No, hold on. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. I feel like as dudes, um, in life, where like especially like if you grew up, I'm just gonna throw like I grew up, Chicano. For those of you that don't know, that's Mexican American. So I grew up in
I
that kind of
show's about to
style.
ask
Like
you what that is.
you said,
But
what?
okay. I said I show's about to ask you what that is, but go ahead, continue. You put me up on game. Learn something
Yeah,
new.
yeah, Chicano. Yeah. So anyway, I was raised that way where like as a man, like you have to be at least my dad and my grandfather, like all them were like, Ito, you gotta be like good at everything, like school, you gotta have like be better than everybody in that class with sports, be the best out there. Like it was like I had to live up to that expectation. So I feel like with that growing up as a man, it was kind of more stress, more fucking anxiety, more shit kind of thrown at you because it's like, damn, I gotta be good at so many fucking things to live up to my name. And that's my way of growing up versus maybe a rich Caucasian boy that's same age, whatever, may have had all the nice stuff with them and never had to worry about a single thing like that. So it goes back to whoever said that it depends on how you grew up because that's what I
And
agree.
even then, that rich Caucasian boy may have been neglected by his parents that gave him everything, and he becomes what? What does he become?
A mask.
Because
No, I'm just
a
playing.
mass shooter,
Yeah.
because that's all we see, or that's what we're programmed to see,
Mass
right?
shooters is crazy.
That
Yeah,
no,
mass
but
shooter
But
is
it's
wild.
a
but
I
it's
was
truth
gonna
to that
say
true
like
though.
maybe a
because if
coke
you go
addict or
back
like
and you see the history of all these school shootings, these dudes that are presented, what do they usually say? Oh, he was so loved. Oh,
Yep.
he had both parents growing up. Oh, he grew up this way.
yeah.
Okay, so why did he become a school shooter?
Because he didn't get that attention and mommy and daddy was gone. And the fact
So
that
it goes back to that growing up and
it
being ignored
does.
by your parents, being ignored by your caretakers, because those are the first people that you trust as a child. And if you can't trust those people as a child, how are you supposed to have that relationship with anybody? It's anybody at this point. You don't make friends. You know, I know people that are problematic till this day. They're just a problem because they don't want to heal from things. Like they're always fighting with somebody. You ever met somebody or had a homegirl that's always on in some shit? Like
They
the
always
girl,
beefing, yeah. They
there's
always
always
beefing with
something going
somebody.
on with the girl, right? And her whole world just falling apart. And you're just like, bitch, can you get your fucking life together? Like, what is wrong? Like, how
Misery
can I
Right.
loves
help you? But it's that it goes back to that, like, no, I'm fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with me because we all have to self-reflect at some point. You know, sometimes, we got to sit with our shit and just be like, okay, bitch, we got to heal this part because this is annoying. You know, we go through the same lesson over and over again.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel
Exactly.
like when it comes to like this is a terrible time period and a terrible generation for relationships. I feel like for those of us that have made relationships, we're very lucky. And I say we're very lucky because me personally, I didn't expect myself to be married at all. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, bro, like it's kind of complicated. Like I don't know. Relationships have always been complicated for me. I don't know. Like I've always been able to like be cool with them and like have fun, but it's like when it came to relationships, it was like we would try to balance that and it would never work. And then like they would go and like cheat or something, and I was like, fuck. I don't know. I don't know if that's just me.
I feel like builders should be with builders. People that want to build in life, that want to grow, that want to excel, that want to succeed, that want to have businesses, that want to do, all that good stuff need to be with hustlers that want to do that. People that want to stay stagnant and they want to get crazy every weekend and they want to go party and they want to do that and that and the third and go do all that, people need to stay with those type of people. And I think that's where we make the mistake because instead of being upfront and forward, with somebody, we're lying. Oh, we're not like that, or it was never like that. And then they're all cheating at the end of that. So
But that's the
it's
thing.
definitely difficult.
There's,
It
there's so
sucks.
much cheating.
There is. There
Like
is. So
like there's an abundance of cheating going on. Like even in like old married couples, like these are 40-year-old motherfuckers that are like cheating on each other and shit. Like it's crazy.
Social media just makes it so easy for people.
Hey, it really
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, social media
I
does play a
want to
big
agree
part
to
in it.
disagree because I feel like
Yeah.
you have to police yourself. Like, as a grown ass man, you have to police your parts. Like, you are fine. You're
Like,
not gonna, it's not gonna fall off if you don't use it. Like, knock it off. You know what I'm saying? Like, but these men are just so, they got that demon in them. And until a man can have his sexuality and his urges on check,
yeah.
you're not gonna have a man that's gonna be loyal to you. Y'all can laugh
What
all you want, but you know I'm right.
No,
Because
Cam made a face.
what kind of demon do they have? I'm just curious.
Yeah, Cam. Hey, Cam, what
you
kind of
know
demon you
what?
got,
It's
bro?
it's I'm not even gonna say it's a bad time. It's not a bad time, bitch. It's really not. You know what I'm saying? But these fucking men are horrible for us women that are trying to be better and trying
Not
to
all men
But
though. Not all
what about
not
the
men.
all men.
dudes that are trying?
Not all men.
What
Not
about
all
what
men.
ab- what about the
Just the
single
men
like
that are unsure and uncertain of themselves. Like, no, I don't
That
even want to call them
Well,
men.
maybe you just looking at the wrong man.
because
that
it's
is true.
insecurity
You
too.
might
Like I feel like
it
that
could
goes
be it could be the
You know,
insecurity
you
thing.
too.
could be just looking at the wrong man.
The wrong
Yeah,
man,
I think
the
that plays a
wrong man.
part too.
Men
Like our
fake your
our
whole
our type
personality until you
might not be
figure
the
them
type that's
out. What do
good
you
for us.
mean? What do you mean? Men literally lie until they get what they want, and then they don't.
That's definitely a
That's
thing.
it. That's what they,
Bro, you don't listen to
like
that.
women. Women lie all the
Man,
time.
Females do the same thing.
When you
that ain't true.
That's what I
That
just
ain't
I
said.
think it
true.
all
Women
just
do the same
depends on. I
thing.
think we fall for our
That
type,
ain't true.
and our type might not be what's best for
when
us.
y'all learn how to
That's
I
properly
think
true.
Well,
that's
the
the
only
problem
reason I
too.
did that was because if I told you that, like, you would have
That's
been
true.
like, nah, fuck off.
nah, look, when y'all learn how to properly screen a person
I did a strategy. Here's the
worth,
difference.
by knowing your worth and by knowing your value, you know what your standards are, you know what you will take and what you won't take. And a man that is in his masculine who knows that that woman is in her feminine, her divine
Will
feminine,
understand that.
is
Yes.
automatically attract, and that's gonna make that man fall for that woman on a simple strength. Because if you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. A lot of
Yeah.
men who do not know what they want will go after anything that's shiny, glittery, and But if at the same time, if that woman knows her standards, knows her value and her worth, she knows how to properly screen. And when I say that, and it's proven, I kid you not, that match of energies is so real, it's so authentic, it's so organic, it's gonna be so effortlessly to where you don't even feel like you have to even try for that person to let you know that y'all are equally yoked. Cause that man's gonna know what the fuck he want at the end of the day.
So
That's
I got a
true.
question for all of y'all. So if y'all were to go back to like a school environment type deal, like you were to go back to school, knowing with what you guys know now, you go back to school, who would y'all be interested in? The athlete or the nerd?
Not a damn soul.
Neither. All the motherfuckers
Neither?
fuck boys.
Why would you say neither?
I don't even like the
Not
people
a
at
Nobody.
soul.
school.
Why would you say neither?
I would have
You wouldn't
buried
like the nerd?
myself
You
in
wouldn't like the
books.
nerd?
I would have buried myself
That part.
in
I'm going
learning more. I would have been like, nope, I'm
No,
good.
I'm just gonna say like y'all wouldn't mess with
Enjoy
the nerd.
life.
Like what's wrong?
Nope.
What's wrong with the nerd?
They're gonna want to outsmart you. They're gonna think they know too much. They're gonna think that no matter what they say,
But they can teach you things. That's the thing. Like they
but
can show you some
that can
things.
also be a form of toxic masculinity, though, because they could think that they just know more than you. You ain't gonna have no say so into what they're trying to tell you, what is right or wrong. They're
See,
not
that's
gonna be open to your opinion. So honestly, I'll take the emo.
okay. I can respect that answer too. The emo answers. I can respect that.
He
We
said,
will
Um,
both have bangs together. You know,
I
I'll take the emo.
I was gonna know because I'm saying like who says athlete just out of curiosity.
Fuck no. If listen, I had my fair share.
I
I'm
ain't even
moving
want
it.
one then. I don't want
I'm
one.
on the athlete.
Damn, my boy Cam was an athlete, and I was an athlete. That's crazy.
And y'all,
Athlete
and
for
so
hell.
y'all should know why
Damn,
y'all not the first choice.
that's crazy, yo.
You know why y'all wouldn't be the first choice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What you think of that, Cam?
Back then, yeah. Back then, I understand why.
You'd stay a while. You said you
That makes sense. But
you said you would stay a while.
He said he understand why.
Oh, you understand why?
Yeah, why
I,
y'all
I mean,
wouldn't
I
be
was
the
gonna
first
say
choice.
oh, you talking to me? Yeah, I understand.
whoever did pick
I
athlete.
understand why she said what she said.
I was gonna say whoever did pick athlete was.
Did
I was
anybody
gonna
pick
try to
athlete?
grill him like, no, you don't
I
want to
don't
go with
think
the
nobody
athlete.
picked athlete.
Yeah, you don't want to go with the athlete. You don't. Hey Cam, Cam. You mind asking the question real quick?
Yo,
I gotta do something real quick.
I bet. All right. So the next question was, what is y'all biggest no go when it comes to relationships? Like, you say you start dating a man, and what's the biggest turn off for you?
I mean, definitely being too friendly would be one
I
of
don't
them.
think it's just one.
Like,
It's probably like
Right. It's
5,
multiple.
6,
yeah,
Yeah.
8.
the main thing would definitely be
All right,
friendly.
what are
Like,
they?
I don't like a man that's like, oh well, I got like a lot of like
You said
girlfriends,
being
this and
too
that. It's
friendly.
like,
Yeah.
no, you don't need that many. Like, you don't need that many.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say
It's
that
hard
there's
though
women
because
that
some men would be lying about the girl too. Like, he was trying to be with her. Like, knock it off.
yeah, there's
Yeah.
little signs like I don't know, even like a little comment like, oh, like, well, she's not that pretty or this and that. Like I've heard that from men. It's like what? Like okay, like that's already something to me. That's like why are you even looking at her to begin with? You know what I mean? That's just like
We're commenting about
for
it.
me
Yeah.
like, too much in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of things I'm not gonna lie, but I could go on and on. The whole list.
I definitely would say mine to sum it up
So for the most part,
is just disrespect because I feel like when it
mm-hmm.
comes down to it, if you lie to me, if you cheat on me, if you do anything, if you talk to me like I'm a child rather than an adult, rather than your woman, all of it kind of just sums up under disrespect. And it's like at the end of the day, that's a deal breaker for me. Like you talk to another woman behind my back or whatever, you lied, it's disrespect. It all sums it up in there for me. So I've got to go with disrespect.
Mm-hmm.
100%. Yeah, I say that if I had to choose one, definitely disrespect.
Definitely for
Okay.
sure.
So after disrespect, what comes after that?
The friendly. I feel like
What
the
was that?
friendliness, being too friendly. I feel like that would be number two.
I'll pass that. Being too friendly, all up on
All
the
right.
bitches.
So say you've been talking to somebody for a while already.
Huh?
What do you do? What do you do when you see that friendly
Wait,
side
what was
come
your
out of them?
question?
How you gonna confront them?
What was the question?
Like once you say you like been talking to him for a while and you like see he's starting to be a little friendly and stuff like that around other
Hmm.
females. How you gonna approach the
All right, get
Elaborate.
up
situation?
to his attention.
Elaborate.
It depends if I like him that much to
Right,
try
because
to
I
like.
feel
I
like
follow you. I'm back.
sometimes
I'm back.
you just gotta
Because to
see
be honest with you,
the
I'm gonna ghost
way.
him so quick. I'm gonna
Right.
block him so quick.
Yeah, if it's like the
Radio.
Once
talking
I see
stage
that you too
already, and you
friendly,
guys
you
are
gotta
kind of
go.
seeing
I think
where
it
Wait,
just
that
so
depends on how much I
gonna
like
go,
you.
like kind of like
It's
if
I
you
so
guys
hold on.
want
So
to be in a
what was the
relationship, I
topic?
would
What I
say
missed?
that would be the main thing. You know, like I don't know.
We talking about how if they caught like they do being friendly and whatnot, how would they approach the situation?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
just
So
bring it
let's
up
say
to
like,
conversation, be
hold
real
on.
with
That's a good
them.
question. So hold on. Let's say you guys are walking like down, just
I
walking
can't
down
hear
like a,
you.
huh?
It sounds like it's a TV or the radio that's loud as fuck.
No, I have people over.
Mm.
Never mind. Proceed.
Anyway,
I couldn't really hear. It was flushing out, so I couldn't really hear.
no, yeah, I got people over. Anyway, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, so let's say you're with your man or female, like whichever y'all into. You're with that significant other, and you're walking down, in a public area, and they're very nice to another person. Like they're like very nice, just very talkative. Like how would y'all feel about that? If they just
I feel like it's a difference from
stop,
being nice and overly friendly.
Right.
like, but so like
Serious.
what would be overly friendly?
I don't know. I feel like
Overly
Keeping
complicated.
the conversation going too
yeah,
long.
like kind of pushy. You pushing the
Right.
Like
girl.
what if they like okay, so like let's say it's your dude and like you're
So too
walking
much of a
down.
conversation, basically.
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
even
too
that.
much.
It's how he's approaching the conversation. What are you saying? And you
Yeah.
Right.
got to read in between the lines.
So like if he's just like I don't know, I feel like if that question like you'd have to have an example or something.
Right.
You gotta be a
um,
girl to understand then. I don't
And
know.
that too, because you know,
complicated.
a
No, I'm just kidding.
woman
I'm just kidding.
knows.
I'm just kidding.
Hey,
Wait.
I
can
don't
we get some
know.
smoke?
You said smoke? What? What do you say?
It's empty.
Anyway, yeah. So, okay, so we have too talkative, I guess. So like too into the conversation would be too flirty, right?
Yeah, I think the too flirty part is what really gets them in trouble.
Right.
But that's the thing. Like, what could like? Because I feel like everyone has a definition of what flirty is. You know what I'm saying? What is flirty? Like what is
Like,
considered like
first
where
of
that
all,
draws
if
the
I
line?
see that your face is a little too excited to see this bitch, we're gonna have a conversation after we wrap this up. Because
That's
why
the
are you
obvious way. Yeah.
excited to see this girl? Tell me.
That's the obvious one. That if
And
you're a little too
I feel like as
Yeah.
women, we feel that energy. Again, we feel that energy
I
from
mean, that's
our
not
man.
what's.
Like if they're being like sneaky, I feel like we
I
would
said some
feel it
mustard.
right away. Like, okay, this girl, there's something with this girl.
Oh,
Like he has a crush on this girl, or he thinks she's cute, whatever. I feel like us women pick that vibe up
It's
really
kind of
fast.
hard to explain. It's like you just know. Like you say, you feel it.
That is true, man. Like somehow women know. Like that's why they say eyes in the back of their head.
But
you can
also,
hop on
if
here one
you
day.
need to worry about
You
your
can
man
hop on here
like
one day.
that, or your woman for that matter, if you
That's
have a
not your
female
person.
that's always looking at another dude,
But
like
like,
don't be that person. Like, why
but
would you do
like the
that?
thing is like yes, y'all are like smart and stuff, but like y'all shouldn't think your man is stupid though either. Like we might act stupid
Excuse me.
sometimes just to like fuck around a little bit, but we're not stupid. We're not as stupid as y'all think. That's the thing.
In what sense, though? For what? What are you talking about?
Like in a sense, like let's say if a female was doing slick shit, at least for me in my perspective, I've always been able to find out. I've always been able to just tell. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? When I'm like,
Because you have
okay,
that feeling, right? It's that gut feeling that you feel when your girl's doing something shady, right?
yeah,
She
yeah.
does
No, but
women.
I thought so.
And so it's like
Same thing.
you know stuff like that, or like let's say if I like if my wife hires something for me, like eventually I'm gonna find it. Like if I look hard enough, I'll find it. I just have to have the patience and I'll find it. Type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
The real
So it's
them
like
is always in that phone.
you said what?
The real them is always in that phone.
Mhm.
Wait, wait, what?
I said the real person that you're dating is always in their phone.
You
Like
said it's in the
the
phone.
evidence is in the phone, always, is what I'm saying.
Like,
Oh, I mean,
Yeah.
I guess what's in the? You mean like if they had like nudies, like nudes in
huh?
there or some shit?
I hope not. I hope that's not the case.
They had
No,
like some
but
numbers in there.
I
people,
think she means like like what they do, right? Like what they do,
yeah,
like
like
their
everything's
personal
always gonna be in
time,
the phone. Yeah.
right?
Like you're
I
always
always
gonna find
think
it.
All right,
like
well, hold on. So do y'all go through phones?
No,
They
I
definitely
no,
do.
don't.
hell
I
no.
don't.
Not no more. No.
I feel like genuinely
I
you
used
have
to.
to like
But I feel like
in
y'all
and
have, right? Like
Yeah,
if
I
not
you
no
have,
more.
have
yes.
I
before,
did one time.
I have.
Again,
Yeah.
because like she said, you find out the real them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you gotta look,
I
you're
Yeah.
have.
gonna
But
find something.
Right.
I
I
feel
have.
like
And
for a
I'll tell you the
man,
situation I was in.
I feel like for a
Was
man, that's like one of the worst things you can do.
right. But I'll tell you the situation and why I did it, right? So this phone's going off at 3 in the morning and this
Mm-hmm.
motherfucker's living at my house. So yes, I was gonna go through that goddamn phone. Why is it ringing at that time? While you're at my house. So he was homeless and single that
That's understandable.
yeah, that's understandable.
That's
That's
understandable. But see, look, like if it was me in that situation, I wouldn't have done it
no,
because that's just I'm more afraid of getting my feelings hurt than anything else, really. Cause
you know what? I understand that.
like if I was to find out, like I'd rather not know for real.
I think that has to be a man thing.
Like
That has to be a man thing.
if my wife was like moving around on me and shit,
no, I gotta
I
know
would be
now. I gotta
hurt,
know.
like broken.
Yeah.
I gotta know too because you're not
I
wasting
Hmm.
my
can't be out
time.
here looking stupid. No, I
Right.
And
refuse.
like, let's not forget there's a line behind you, sir. Like, no, what we're not doing is wasting
True.
time with you.
she said a line
Yeah.
behind you is crazy.
Yeah.
And they're all smiling because they know I'm right. They all got lines of their own.
But
These
like
girls are
dudes,
beautiful.
but
Of course,
dudes
they
got
got
like,
lines. They got
but
rosters.
but dudes have rosters. Yeah, exactly. Who said that? Dudes got rosters too.
Yeah.
Like,
But some of these men be
You
acting
got
like they're the prize,
rosters.
and you're like, no, no. They need to stop with that. Because then you guys,
nah,
I feel like
if they
not you
do,
guys, but a lot of
that
guys
shit's stupid.
start to
I agree.
break these women down when they're already supposed to be built up. So it's like they try. I think a lot of these men hate successful women. That's the thing.
They're gay.
Or
There
they're
was an
gay.
article. Hold on. There was an
Or they're
article I
gay.
saw. There
They're
was an
gay.
article. No, there was an article I saw. It was saying actually exactly that, where it was like
Yeah.
men are.
They're
It was
gay.
like men.
100%.
It was like men are now seeing successful women as unattractive or something. That's like a jealousy issue or
Oh,
something.
really?
And I was
That's
like,
It's a
oh shit.
narcissistic trait
actually
because there's no
sad.
Really?
control. When
Yeah,
a
this shit
woman
was
makes her
crazy.
own money and she has her own businesses and she's got her own thing going on, when she's got degrees and she knows her worth, like Connie was mentioning earlier, when you know your worth and you're standing in your power, they can't control you. So these men, what do? They go and
Yeah.
break you down because they can't do anything else.
I'm gonna
And
say
most of
I'm
these
gonna
men
say
don't have
this.
anything going on for themselves. Because I'm not talking about real men that make money and
If you
do
got
honorable
if
shit. I'm
you
not talking about those men. I'm talking about these men that live to destroy other people.
Belittle, yeah. It's like their
Yeah,
job. Like they love to do it.
What do you think? What do you think the internet trolls are doing? The same
if you
thing.
around if you done met some people like that or be around people like that, you just around small
that's
people.
Yeah.
true.
If I see like just for me personally, if I see the next nigga hating on somebody for whatever reason they might be, I feel like you just a little person. I feel like you think little of yourself, so you want to make other people feel.
Right.
Right.
I get away from them people, bro. I don't be around none of them people no more. I've
Yeah.
met a lot of people. Like I'm in the military, so I done met a lot of people that try to put me down for whatever reason. They don't like me. They don't like who I hang around, or whatever the reason may be. You just being around little people, it do something with your energy.
I
So
felt that.
they
100%.
gonna be jealous of your success. They gonna be mad at what you doing. They gonna downplay what you doing. Like, oh, you just like what it might be. Say if you a DJ, bro, you just doing it for a little bitty party. You just DJing at a little party. You know, niggas be
Yeah.
hating for real. So they gonna downplay whatever you gonna try to do.
That's true.
But that's exactly what people do on
You gotta
social
stop
media
being
all the
around
time
little
with
people,
those
bro.
little,
I had to get away from them
with
people.
those because I know y'all have them too with those little fake profiles and it's like they have like I
Oh
don't know
yeah.
like 8 or 9 fucking something followers or some shit and they're following the shit ton. Like those are ones that are like commenting the weirdo shit on your posts and all that. Like we have that shit too.
Yeah.
So people be trying to fuck with each other on internet and in person sometimes. So it is what it is. That's the world we live in.
Sadly.
But I never understand it though.
Mm.
I be all about building
I,
people up. Ain't no way I'm finna go
I
try
for
to
sure
belittle
though.
somebody for trying to do something.
And that I think that's why you find your circle, right? Especially in this industry, you start finding those people that you can again build with. So we're building this community of all of us, whatever we do. We're building this community right now, and we know that we all kind of operate the same because we all kind of have a like mindset. So we want to build each other up and build that. But like you said, if we keep hanging around with small people, you become that fifth or sixth small person. So you always want to build
Yeah.
and but that's why I said builders got to be with builders. And people that
Yeah.
want to stay stagnant and not do nothing need to stay with those people. And that's, again, when you start screening people like Connie's mentioning, you start screening all those type of people, you just learn to stay away from everybody.
That is true.
Yeah.
I think, like I said, I think when it comes to most relationships in this generation, and what I'm seeing, like I have little siblings, so I kind of fear for them a little bit.
Same here.
Especially when they get to high school, I got a lot of fear about that. I'm not gonna lie, it could get wild. I don't even want to think about it to be honest with you, because it's like I know how it all went down, and I imagine it's probably gonna be a little bit worse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
because
like
imagine all the people we're dealing with, right? Like, how old are all y'all? Like in your 30s, 20s? You guys
who's
look
in their 30s? Am I in my 30s?
yeah, how old are you guys
I'm 24.
roughly? You don't gotta tell me the age,
Wait,
just
hold on, do I?
30
26.
is
That's a
crazy.
I'm 27.
30s is wild. Do I?
Well, I'm
Wait, do I?
I'm
I'm 30.
I'm 35. That's why I'm asking you.
Do I look 30?
Oh.
No, I'm just asking you how old you are.
Wow, you said 30, so I didn't
Okay,
know
so
if I
you
was
guys all
aging
look
or what
fairly
the
young,
fuck.
right? So imagine the type of men that we're like having to deal with, or the type of women that we've been friends with, or the type of negative energies that we have around. Imagine all those people raising those kids that your little brother is going to school with.
That's what I'm
Right.
saying.
Scary.
As someone who teaches middle schoolers, it's messy and scary altogether.
I
Oh, I
believe that.
remember. Yeah, middle school was wild.
Oh
I remember
Lord,
middle
I
school
can
so.
imagine.
Middle school was
I
fun.
know how shit was when we was in middle school.
I know the
I
Right. I
kids
know
you're
know
that
it
talking
just
shit.
got
about.
worse.
Listen, these kids nowadays just want to be grown, and they don't
Bro,
even
we
know what
were
being
we
grown
were
is.
we were smoking Smarties in middle school. What you talking about?
No, they smoking weed. Fuck, forget the Smarties.
But
I
you
don't know what
smoking
the hell I
weed
was
in middle
thinking at
school?
that
You're
age,
a
trying to be
fucking
grown.
demon. Damn, I didn't smoke weed till I was 12. Wait, that is middle school. Shit. Never mind.
I was 16.
I was about to say food at 12. That's middle school.
That's six. That's like sixth grade. Fuck. Never mind.
Yeah.
Tripping. So Smarties and the other
I
stuff. My
ain't I
fault.
ain't smoked grade.
Bro, they got us in trouble. They got us in trouble for that
Late yeah
Smarties
grade.
stuff. Yeah, we got in trouble for smoking Smarties.
Damn.
I remember that. They were like, "That's drug use," and they're like, "It's candy, motherfucker. What are you talking about?" It was trippy. Yeah, school in Colorado was wild. I don't know. I went to school in Colorado and the East Coast, Maryland here, and it's a different vibe. It's a different vibe from both sides, I think. So I prefer the West Coast, though. I'm gonna say that.
Can can everybody say where they from again?
Yeah, where's everybody from?
I'm from LA.
I'm
Like,
from Jersey.
what part of LA? Like South LA or?
Nella, Northeast LA. So like right next to Dodger
Oh
Stadium.
shit froze. Okay.
Ah, okay. Not bad. Lit.
Yeah.
So, all right. We'll go ahead and we're gonna end it off here. But before we do, let me go ahead.
I ain't never
Everybody,
been
shout
to
out
LA,
your
bro.
social medias. We'll start with Cam. Cam, shout out your social media. Cam.
Uh Vibes with Cam, VIBZ.WCAM. Shit. I'm on Facebook, Cameron Johnson. I just made a new TikTok, so I don't know my TikTok name right now. But I'll make sure I sit it in the chat.
Yeah. And then Wicked Baby Doll. Go ahead.
Y'all can follow me at wickedbabydoll_LA or at wickedbabydoll on TikTok.
Next person.
You can follow me at Anna.ivy on Instagram and TikTok, or Anna Renee on Facebook.
Uh,
You guys can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, aka.smiley. The L will be a number 1, but it should be all the same.
I go. You can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. It's OX_Des with 3 S's, or Facebook Destiny Lopez.
Y'all can follow me at Connie CONNIEMA420. That's my
Hell
first.
yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. With that being said, I appreciate you guys coming
It was
on.
nice meeting you, girls.
Oh,
It's
nice
nice
meeting
meeting
And
y'all.
you.
that went smooth.
Ooh.
That went smooth, I think. What y'all
Yeah,
think?
I think so. I liked it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We
I
should
I
do
like
it
didn't
that.
like
again.
it, but that's okay. I mean, you guys are regular. But that's
Nice little
fine.
warm up.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right.
Thank
It was
you.
nice meeting y'all.
Bye.
All right, bye.